poppin' T Squad? It's me, Keisha, and I'm here with tonight's all tea, all shade, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, season 12, episode 9 review. Before we get started, I know you guys are wondering, who is this lady on our screen? That, in fact, is Diana Jenkins. That is one of Diana's many faces. You know, she's had about 12. If you put this side by side with the Diana that we see now on this show, you wouldn't even think that they were the same damn person. Like, what did her original face look like? I gotta find, like, a teenage picture of her or something, because she must have been dog ass ugly. Like, Jesus Christ. No wonder the bitch is crazy. She don't know who the fuck she is when she look at herself in the mirror. Shit. Child, that is a mess. No, let's get into tonight's episode. The episode starts exactly where we left off last week, with Sutton getting into it with Diana. And Sutton reveals to Diana, because Kyle was like, you know, she just lost her baby. And Sutton was like, well, I've had 2 miscarriages myself. I understand what you're going through. I would never try to make you feel any way about that. And Kyle was like, when did you have 2 miscarriages? I've never heard that. I didn't know that. And Sutton was like, well, that is, you know, very private information. You just don't talk about that all the time like that, Kyle. And so Kyle was like, I'm just going to have to be honest with you. I'm calling bullshit. And I looked like, what? Like, okay, drinks aside and y'all all drunk. What, Kyle? You ain't been in this lady uterus? What the fuck? How you gonna tell this lady she lying? Who is Diana to lie to about having a fucking miscarriage? And what the fuck for? Why would she lie about that? Sutton is how old? It ain't like she gonna bust out a baby tomorrow. And like she said, it was a long time ago. That lady ain't got to tell you everything that go on with her life, because obviously at this point she should know not to trust your ass. At this point, I'm recognizing that Kyle is a fucking clout chaser. Anybody that has more money than Kyle, she dick rides the fuck out of them. She did it to Vanderpump for years. She does it. Well, Lisa Rinna doesn't have more money than her, but I know for a fact Lisa Rinna got tea on her. That's why she keeps Lisa Rinna close and doesn't go against Lisa for real, because she knows that Lisa got fucking dirt on her. And she did it with Erika. She does it with Erika still, because she's afraid of Erika. She's intimidated by Erika. And now she's doing it with Diana. She did it with Sutton a little bit, Sutton's first season. But now she's doing it with Diana. She is a fucking dick rider and a clout chaser. And how dare you tell that lady that she ain't have a fucking miscarriage and she lying. So then Sutton starts to cry and was like, you know, she called Diana a motherfucker. She was like, you're a motherfucker. And Kyle then aggressively pushes her like in the shoulder, then grabs this lady, like literally grabs her, as you can see in the picture, like hands indented into her arms, grabbing her and like shaking her. Don't you say that to her. Don't you talk to her like that. What? I thought Sutton was your friend too. Like, what is going on here? Like, Sutton, girl, if you don't realize at this point that Kyle is not your motherfucking friend, Kyle ain't even got no motherfucking allegiance to her own motherfucking sister. So you know she ain't gonna have no allegiance to you. And I'm just looking like, why are you aggressively grabbing this woman? Fuck Kyle for life. Don't like her at all. She's a fucking elitist. She's a clout chaser. She a dick rider. She's a fucking idiot. She's not loyal to anybody. I don't fucking like her ass at all at this point. Fuck her for life. So now Sutton is really crying and was like, you know, I would just want to be there for you. I would never do that. Never. Never, by golly, never. Diana in her confessional now at this point just thinks that Sutton is off. She just thinks that something is wrong with Sutton. says the lady with 50 million faces. You can't say nothing is wrong with anybody when you are going through a whole identity crisis, bitch. Who are you, ma'am? Girl, Diana's so easy to read. And I'm like, Diana want to come back this episode like she's so motherfucking tough. But you was the same bitch that let Sutton punk you and make you cry. Girl, get out of here. You ain't tough. So then Sutton hugs her. Diana don't hug her back. She giving Kyle this look like, oh my God, this bitch. I'm like, Sutton, get your drunk ass off this hoe. Fuck her for life. So then we go back to Garcelle, Erika, Dorit, and Crystal. And Erika drunk ass tells some, Garcelle, where's your hot son? I ain't got shit to lose. And I'm like, obviously, brokey. We know you ain't got shit to lose. So I'm like, okay, it's funny, ha ha ha. But then Garcelle is like, okay, guys, let's go. It's time to go wrap up the party. And Erika's like, Oliver, hey. And she lifts up that decrepit leg of hers in the air, flashing him her fucking coochie. Y'all, this was worse when Jen Shaw was flashing her vagina in front of Meredith's kids. Why would you fucking flash this man who is married? He might be going through a separation, divorce, whatever, but he still fucking married, you nasty bitch. So then, Dorit was like, girl, he is married with 4 children. And Erika gonna tell him, so, well, tell your wife to inbox me, to DM me on Instagram. We could do a 3-way. Yeah, 3-way. Oh, God. So her son is uncomfortably laughing, but low-key like, fuck. You know what I'm saying? Just don't tell my mama. Garcelle was like, okay, Oliver, let's go, because this is getting weird. This white bitch is trying to throw her white pussy on you. We're not about to do that. So then Erika looks at Garcelle and says, sweetheart, I'm talking. Garcelle, I don't give a fuck about you being a lady. I don't give a fuck about you having decorum. I don't give a fuck about none of that, because you better stop letting this bitch talk to you any kind of motherfucking way. Now, I just seen clips from last week's episode when they were talking about the whole Denise Richards situation, about Denise not coming to the party. And every week before the new episode, they'll show never before seen footage from the previous episode. And in last week's episode, what we didn't see was Erika telling Garcelle not to try her. Like, don't try me. And Garcelle was like, I'm not trying you. Like, the fuck? Garcelle, fuck all that bullshit. Because Erika really think that she can punk you at this point and talk to you crazy. Fuck that bitch. Who the fuck is she? She ain't even about that life for real, for real. Girl, get a bitch like me on that motherfucker. I have Erika in the corner fucking shaking. So when she tells Garcelle that, sweetheart, I'm talking, Garcelle was like, Oliver, come on, let's go. So Oliver gets up and leaves, and Erika was like, oh my God, he fucking turned me down. He turned me down, Dorit. He turned me down. And so Crystal was like, Garcelle, you want your flowers? And she was like, yeah, Jax get them, one of her twins. So Jax comes in with Crystal to get his mama's flowers. And Erika Thompson, what are you doing in here? And he was like, I just came in to get my mom's flowers. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out of here before you get in trouble. Excuse you? That sound kind of racist to me. That sound like some lynchum talk. What the fuck you mean before he get in trouble? This his mama shit. How the fuck he gonna get in trouble? Get in trouble with who? Bitch. And so Dorit was like, oh my God, like, I cannot believe she talked to this lady's son like that. The son goes and tell Garcelle. Garcelle was like, So she walks back in there and was like, Erika, you hurt Jax's feelings. That's not okay. Garcelle, bitch. Oh, Garcelle, bitch. Ooh. I know you supposed to been dressed like a heavenly angel, bitch, but you needed to slap high fives with the devil and went in there and cussed her drunk ass the fuck out. Bitch, don't you ever your motherfucking life tell my son to get the fuck out of anything, bitch. You lost your fucking mind with your drunk ass. You and your drunk ass pussy need to get the fuck up out of here ASAP. You already tried to fuck my goddamn son. Now you up here telling my other one to get the fuck out of here. Bitch, you lost your motherfucking mind. Girl, Garcelle, in a minute I'm about to take your black card away, bitch, because I'm sick of you now. Then we go to Garcelle at the Real in her dressing room, getting hair and makeup done. And she speaks to her stylist and her makeup artist about Erika and how she behaved. And she was like, you know, at this point, she needs to get her meds to alcohol ratio under control, because it's either the meds or the alcohol. One of the two, bitch. You can't keep on doing this motherfucking cocktail of goddamn drugs. Like, what the hell is you going through? And so Garcelle also points out the fact that Erika has been drunk on the Mexico trip. She's been drunk at her party. Like, she's just been drunk all the goddamn time. And that she wants Erika to give her son an apology, which he deserves at this point. And so even her makeup artist and hairstylist made me mad, talking about, you know, it was fun, no, to see her like that. She was like, fun for you, but not for me. Like, the fuck? Like, no, that shit ain't funny. You don't talk to my goddamn son like that, period, point blank. And then Kyle all on the goddamn dance floor with her goddamn mangled pussy all on the goddamn floor, secreting her old juices all on the goddamn dance floor, like it ain't two young boys there. Granted, it was a party for adults, but when Kyle get the opportunity to flash that goddamn suburban dry ass mangled pussy, she will take it. Jesus Christ, if she don't put that shit up. So then we see Kyle and Sutton meet up for dinner to talk about what happened at the party. And Kyle immediately apologizes. So, you know, I don't like when people do that. They want to hurry up and apologize, so then you can't really go in on them like you want to and hold their ass to the fire. And so Sutton was like, no, girl, you gonna let me talk. And she was like, I'm trying to apologize. Bitch, I don't give a fuck. You gonna let me say what the fuck I gotta say. So Kyle continues to apologize. And Sutton at this point is just like, fuck it. All right, whatever. And so Sutton, Kyle had like touched her. She was like, don't push me. So obviously they had a conversation about what happened. Kyle had actually posted on Instagram yesterday that after the party the next day, she reached out to Sutton and apologized immediately for what happened. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Girl, fuck you. So Kyle gave her a look like, okay, girl, like, you know damn well, like, I wasn't trying to hurt you yesterday. But I'm like, no, bitch, you didn't see yourself. You were aggressively grabbing this woman and detaining her like she did something wrong. And so Kyle then gets to talking about Diana. Once again, caping for Diana. Thompson, Diana doesn't know you and she's experiencing all of these blow-ups. And I'm so happy Sutton was like, so? And what? Who the fuck is Diana? Like, so? The fuck? And? So then, you know, Sutton gives Kyle a hug or whatever. And Kyle was like, you sure you're not going to think I'm punching you? And Sutton give her a look and they laugh it off. But I'm like, Sutton, you got to stop laughing off shit with this hoe. Because she don't fuck with you like that. She chooses everybody over you and always thinks that everybody is right and you're fucking wrong. And I don't like her ass. Then we go to Garcelle and Crystal and their children on Thanksgiving, giving food to the needy, which I thought was so dope. We see all the other ladies at their homes on Thanksgiving as well. Then we see Lisa go over to Diana's house, one of Diana's houses, to catch up and talk. And Lisa talks about, you know, that Thanksgiving was hard on her, you know, because her mom just passed and everything. And I don't know if you all know that, you know, Lisa was going back and forth with the Dubai girls this past week because of some sleek shit she said online. And it was just giving racist. It was just, I just don't like this bitch. This Fox 5 bitches got to go. And then once fucking social media ate her ass up, she wanted to come back with the I've been acting out because I miss my mom. Girl, that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. And the fact that you're using your poor mother as an excuse as to why you are a bitch, girl, it's just disgusting. It ain't got shit to do with your damn mama, girl. Nothing. You're just a disgusting, nasty troll. So then the party comes up. And Diana tells her what happened with Sutton and how she felt like Sutton was trying to one-up her in the whole baby situation, talking about she had 2 miscarriages, and she was saying it like she was trying to one-up her. And I was like, that is not how that lady made it seem like she was trying to what up you. She was actually trying to relate to your demonic ass once again, but you so ready to, I guess, have a storyline with somebody that you just want to interpret anything she say to be negative. And then here come Diana talking about the next trip they can all go commercial. Girl, you act like Sutton ain't got her own motherfucking plane, bitch. Nobody need you, girl. All these hoes on this show, if they wanted to, can afford to fly private. You can fucking fly private for like 10 grand. These hoes got 10 grand to fucking fly private. Who the fuck are you? Hell, I got 10 grand to motherfucking fly private, bitch. Girl, get out of here with your whack ass. Ugh. I need for you to talk about why your ass had such close relationships with Jeffrey Epstein, bitch. That's what I want to know. Einstein or whatever the fuck that man name was. You dirty bitch, you. And then here come Lisa. Yeah, Sutton's behavior that's not gonna fly well with me. Who are you, bitch? Who are you? You ain't LAPD, girl. Ooh. Dorit and PK go to Kyle and Mauricio's house for a little chit chat, double date, whatever. And they are all sitting down having drinks, and Kyle says, oh my God, did you all hear about what Erika said to Garcelle's 14-year-old son? She told him to go fuck off. I mean, it's funny, but it's not funny. She was like, it's not funny, but it's funny. What the fuck is funny about that? There's nothing funny about this grown 40-something-year-old woman telling a 14-year-old black boy to fuck off. Get the fuck out of here. What, like, let's talk about the optics of this white woman telling this black boy, 14-year-old boy, to get the fuck out of here. What about that is possibly funny with the times that we are in? Tell me, how is that funny? Because let somebody had told Portia ass to get the fuck out of here, you and Mauricio will be raising motherfucking hell. Hell, all of you bitches will be raising hell. Lisa included. Lisa got mad when Garcelle mentioned her daughter in her book and threw a fucking conniption fit about it. And I'm guessing that's what she's going to try to use against Garcelle this season with, how can you be mad at Erika for saying what she said, you know, about your son, but then you're bringing up my daughter in your book. Girl, two totally different things. Your daughter is grown. Your daughter was on a fucking reality show talking about her eating disorder that she obviously got from your ass. Girl, two totally different things. And she didn't even go in on your daughter or say anything. She literally mentioned her. So, you know, they grasping at straws to try to find any reason to make themselves look better after the fuck shit they did this season. And then here come Mauricio, oh, get out looking ass, because I'm looking at him like, you are a fucking Mexican man. What the fuck about this do you find funny? You fucking dips. Ooh. So Mauricio gonna tell me, I think it's great that she did that. And starts laughing. Now, obviously, it was a joke, but it was a joke said in poor taste, because it sounds crazy as hell for you to say that, because nothing about this damn situation is a joke or funny. And once again, if it was y'all kids, y'all would be raising all kind of hell. So then here come Dorit, who was actually there when all of this happened, says, you know, that's why I can give her a major pass. I mean, it's not my child, but she did have a few drinks. I can't remember when we've ever seen Erika so loose and free. Bitch, you could be loose and free all the fuck you want, but not towards my fucking child. And Dorit, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here talking about I can give her a pass. Bitch, if it was one of them damn little two kids of yours that she told to get the fuck out of here, you and PK, the same people that had such an issue when he was looking in between her legs and she didn't have no goddamn panties on. You can't tell me that y'all motherfuckers wouldn't have a conniption fit if she did some shit like that to y'all kids. All of y'all are fucking full of shit. All of y'all are just trying to band together to protect her ass on some white privilege type shit. And then y'all wonder why fucking social media is pointing out the microaggressions that you all have exhibited since a person of color has came on this show. 2 people of color have come on this show. Now 3 with Cherie. And so then here come PK talking some, she's entitled to a blowout once a year. Boy, fuck off. Fuck off. Please fuck off. So then Sutton is having all the ladies over to her house because, she's renovated everything. It's really not all the way completely done, but she wants to show what she's done so far. And we then see Cherie go to Garcelle's house so they can ride together, and both ladies looked fucking phenomenal. I lived for Garcelle's African print suit, her wig parted down the middle with the wavy curls, the jewelry, and then here comes Cherie with her emerald green, like billowy puffy top and her black wide leg pants and her Chanel chain belt and her bag. I mean, they both just looked fucking phenomenal. I was living. So Garcelle then brings up what happened at the party with Erika trying to flirt with Oliver and offering threesomes and shit. And then she tells her what Erika said to Jax, and Cherie is looking like, are you fucking kidding me? And Garcelle was like, I didn't want to confront her about it right then and there because obviously she was drunk. She was like, I want her when she's sober. And so Cherie was like, it's happening today. And she was like, it's happening today. Yes, you better find me. And so Cherie was like, cheers to setting the bitch straight. And I was like, okay, Garcelle, you hyping this shit up like you about to really go in, bitch. I need for you to go in and let have. Don't you back the fuck down and be no pussy. Check that hoe. Check that motherfucking hoe, bitch. Because no. I can understand what you saying about not wanting to confront her because she was drunk. Okay, I'm gonna let it go for tonight. But when I catch your ass the next time, I'm gonna let your ass know while you are coherent of what the fuck is going on. So Garcelle, you better check her ass or I'm gonna check you. So then we see the ladies start to arrive to the party. Lisa arrives first in Versace. She has on a Versace top, a blue little bandage skirt, and the new Versace, Bratz dolls heels. The outfit was cute, but with those shoes, I felt like she had the wrong hair for the look. It just wasn't all the way coagulating, but I like the pieces separately. Then we see Garcelle and Cherie arrives, and the ladies are ordering their drinks, and Garcelle was like, I want to be clear when I talk to Erika. So Lisa looking like, oh shit, okay, it's about to go down. That bitch loves mess. So then we see Erika in her car heading to the party, and in her confessional, the producer asks, so how do you feel about seeing Sutton's house for the first time? And she was like, oh, I'm not worried about seeing Sutton's house. I'm worried about seeing Garcelle. I'm worried about the Haitian mom that I've offended. Then they show a flashback of Erika and Crystal taking a hike, and Crystal telling her about what she said to Garcelle's son. And she was like, oh, it was just me talking shit, playing around with the 16-year-olds, treating them like they were kids. I mean, come on, they're 16. Like, cut it out. Like, trying to excuse her behavior, basically saying they're 16, they're damn near adults. I don't give a fuck if they're 35. You don't talk to nobody kids like that. Same person that went batshit crazy on Eileen when she brought up the mention of your goddamn son that we ain't never seen, and you went the fuck berserk, who was in his mid-20s at the time. Erika, this is what I be talking about. This some bullshit that y'all can do and say whatever the fuck y'all want to, but then let somebody else say something. Microaggression, like I said. So Crystal was like, no girl, he's 14. And she was like, oh, I didn't know that. Ooh, okay, thanks for making me aware. What's the difference between 14 and 16 is what I want to know. Either way, it's fucking inappropriate. So then we see Erika arrived to the party, and even though I can't stand that bitch now, I fucking loved her outfit, and I want to recreate it this winter. That outfit was cold as fuck. So she comes in, and Garcelle give her the stink face, and so she was like, hello ladies, hi. And Garcelle was like, hey, real dry, letting her know that I got an attitude with you, bitch. So then Erika was like, let me get a drink, but I've learned my lesson, only one drink, one and done. And Garcelle was like, good. Yeah, good. So Garcelle sits down. It's hella awkward between these two. They're standing right next to each other, and I'm like, Garcelle, say what you need to say. Say it. So Garcelle was like, I wonder, is Kyle coming? And she was like, no, I wonder where Kyle is at. And she was like, Erika was like, Kyle's not here. And so she gets to count on her fingers, like trying to add up who's there and who's not. I'm like, girl, stop with the pussy popping and pussy footing around. Confront this hoe. This was the perfect time for you to say whatever the fuck you had to say and get it the fuck done and over with. Like, are you scared of Erika? Girl, oh, girl. So then we see Kyle arrive in Versace. Now, you can't tell me at this point that Kyle and Lisa not doing this shit on purpose, where every season they gonna arrive in the same designer or outfit. Like, she had on the same pattern Versace shirt, but hers was a blouse, and oversized like faux fur Versace coat. It's like, y'all playing this shit. Girl, it was cute the first 2 times. Now it's getting old at this point. So despite there being mud all in the grass and it's hella muddy, not Garcelle, Sutton still decides to have her lunch outdoors. And it's cold outside. I'm like, girl, why didn't you just bring that shit indoors? Like, you doing too much at this point. So some of the ladies have to change out of their shoes and wear some pairs of Sutton's like sandals and stuff. And since it's cold and there's no heaters out there, her assistant has to go and get her fur coats for everybody. Now, I gotta say, that is a flex. That is a major flex, that you're able to just casually offer your guests various fur coats to wear outdoors because they're cold. So Garcelle says to Sutton, did you not know that Diana wasn't coming? And she was like, no, I didn't know. And so Garcelle was like, you know what I call that? Rude. And Lisa makes a face like, oh, here we go. I'm like, Lisa, get your goddamn big ass ball looking lips out of fucking, what's her name? Diana's nutsack. Like, girl, ooh. So Sutton was like, I just hate passive aggressiveness. And Lisa was like, well, ain't that the pot calling kettle black? You're very passive aggressive. And Sutton was like, no, I'm not. And she was like, yes, you are. She was like, Lisa, no, I'm not. And then that's where the episode goes off. Now, we still have yet to see Garcelle confront Erika. Now, if she don't confront Erika, by Garcelle, I ain't got nothing else to say about it if you do not confront this hoe on next week's episode, because they did not show it in the mini teaser for next week's episode. If you don't confront her, Garcelle, the whole black community gonna cuss your ass the fuck out. You know how black mamas be like, you better go outside and fight her, because if you don't, I'm gonna fight you. That's what we gonna do to your ass, because we sick of you. Sick of you letting these white girls punk you. Fuck out of here with that foolishness. Anywho, let me know what y'all thought about tonight's episode down below in the comment section. Overall, I give tonight's episode an A+ because it got me riled the fuck up and I want to fight these hoes. Ooh, if you guys still have not purchased anything from my Keisha capsule collection with Pretty Girl Parlor Curvy Teak, we have literally like 1 or 2 items left of the Cruel Summer look, the Riri denim dress, the Color Me Pynk dress we have left, and it was one more piece, and the waist deep dress. I think that's what I called it. Was it waist deep? Y'all know what the hell I'm talking about. We have just a limited amount of those outfits left. All of the links for the looks are down below in the description box. Please support a sister. You'll get 20% off using my discount code ColorMePynk20 or Pink20. Make sure to use that when you guys check out. Please support so we can get rid of these last few looks. I love you guys. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love you, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.